Hello again, this is Dr. Mahmoud. We're going to continue on chapter 9, and we are in the control phase for a project costing. We've reached to the forecasting technique number 3 to complete performance index. And this will be the last video for this chapter. So let's read about the TCPI, or to complete performance index. Estimates how fast the project team has to move to achieve the target. The TCPI helps project managers estimate the future cost needed to complete the project within the approved budget. Again, let's repeat that one more time. The TCPI will help you to estimate the future cost needed to complete the project within the approved budget. This budget may be the BAC or the unupdated budget, the EAC. The TCPI, it can be calculated by remaining work divided by the remaining funds. And that will give you a number, a percentage. So for example, if it's calculated to be 1.25, that means that you must spend 25% extra of the budget work to achieve the EAC. If it's 0.9, the program can spend 0.1 less than the budget to achieve the EAC. So having a number more than 1, that means that you are having some flexibility in your budget. Having a number less than 1, that means you are not doing well and you have to reduce the expenses in your project. All right, let's take a look at a quick example here. There's a good example that will help you to understand the TCPI. Suppose that you have a project to paint a 10,000 square foot in 10 days. This means you have to paint a 1,000 square foot per day. On day 5, you reviewed your progress and found that there are 3,000 square foot were painted. So you finished on day 5 and you found that there are 3,000 square feet were painted. Now you have 5 days left. You have 5 days left and 7,000 square feet you need to yet to be painted. You estimated that to complete this project within 10 days, you will have to paint 1,400 square foot per day. Again, now, how did this number come from? Because you initially planned to paint 1,000. However, you are on day 5 and you found that yourself there are 7,000 left that you want. Divide that by 5 days, and that will give you about 1,400 square foot per day. So you're adjusting. You use the TCPI to adjust your performance so you could finish on time. So this performance, this is what is called the TCPI. This future performance is to TCPI, the to complete performance index. The cost performance index is the past performance. So the CPI is the past. This is the past, what you've done in the past. But the TCPI would be the future measure or the future performance that you should perform and you must complete to complete the project within the approved budget. All right. So the remaining fund would be the BAC, the budget for the project minus the actual cost. And to find the TCPI, before we do this, this is where we have to talk about case 1, the case number 1, where if the CPI, so whenever you want to do the TCPI, you have to find the first thing you have to find the CPI. So if you have a CPI more than 1, that means you are under budget. So what you need to do to find the remaining funds, it would be equal to the BAC, the project budget minus the actual cost. The TCPI is equal to the BCI minus the earned value divided by the BAC minus the actual cost. Let's take a look into this example here. For this case, you are working on a project to be completed within 24 months. The BAC, that's the budget for the project, is 200,000. 12 months have passed. You have spent 110,000 and 60% of the work have been completed. Find the TCPI for this project. So budget at completion, the BAC is 200,000. That's the baseline for the project. Actual cost is 110,000. A planned value would be finishing 50 because we are on 12 months past. You say it right there in the question, and so we're 50% finishing of it. So 50% times 50% times 200, that would be the planned budget to be 100,000. Earned value, the 60% coming from the question again, the 60% of the work has been completed. 60% times the 200, that will give you the earned value to be 120,000. So the CPI would be earned value divided by the actual cost, 120 divided by 110, that will give you a CPI of 1.1. So now that's good. We are behind. We are under budget. We are under budget. However, let's see what would be the future performance for us using the TCPI. The TCPI would be the BAC minus the earned value divided by the BAC minus the actual cost. So that would give you a value of 0.89. What does that mean? That means that you can continue with a cost performance index of 89%. So that gives you more flexibility. You could slow down basically with your work because you are under budget, and you could spend more money. You could give some flexibility in work. You can give some flexibility to your worker as well in terms of the schedule and budget as well. So it is okay to slow down. That's what is the 89% mean. All right, now moving into the case 2, which is we have the CPI less than 1, which is that's a project which is over budget. In this case, what we have to do, the remaining funds would be the estimated at completion, the EAC minus the actual cost, and the TCPI would be the BAC minus the earned value divided by EAC divided by minus the actual cost. All right, let's take a look into this example. Will help us understand this case. You have a project to be completed in 12 months. The project budget is 100,000. 6 months have passed. You have spent 60,000, but on a closer examination, you find that only 40% of the work has been completed so far. Find the TCPI for this project. So let's start with the budget, BAC 100. Actual cost to spend is right here, 60,000. Planned value based on the schedule. We are the project is 12. We are in the 6 months, so we have 50% of the 100. That would be 50,000 as a planned value. Earned value based on how much actually you complete, which is 40%. 40% times 100, that would give you 40,000. And then cost performance index. The CPI would be equal to the earned value divided by the actual cost, which would be equal to 40 divided by 60, and therefore the 67% less than 1. So what we have to do in this case, because it's less than 1, we have to come up with a new estimate for the budget, because the budget currently is not going to work. The 100,000 is not enough based on this performance. So the decision that we have to make is we have to calculate a new budget based on this CPI. The estimate at completion would be the BAC, the initial budget for the project, divided by the CPI. So that would be 100,000 divided by 67, which will give you a $149,253. And therefore, in order to calculate the TCPI, now we're going to use the new budget, the BAC, the old budget minus the 40,000, the earned value, divided by the new budget minus the 60,000, the actual cost, which would be 67% as the TCPI. Since we secured the money from the budget, we could continue on that performance index. That means you can continue with the cost performance index of 0.67. All right, well, that's the end of this chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.